Effective and consistent communication with clients is the cornerstone of our business, and I'm here today to discuss our unique approach to monthly reporting. Hi, I'm Alex Milzer, owner of Mile High Content. In this video note, I'm going to go through our process, such as when you should expect reports and what's included. Also, at approximately the 2-minute mark, I'll put the exact time in the description below. I'm going to give an example report on a pre-recorded video note so you can put yourself in the client's shoes. Ready to get started? First and foremost, you will get updated spreadsheets and information every month on Google Drive. These spreadsheets include Google Analytics, Google and Bing ads, a comprehensive site health report, a content calendar, and organization of assets such as videos, photos, color codes, logos, etc. Next, you'll receive 2 reports per month. Depending on your package, your reports could include information on site health, organic growth, local search data, Google Ads conversions, etc. The first report will be delivered within the first 10 days of the month, and the second report in the 3rd week. Reports are custom built on a PDF and presented on a pre-recorded video note that you can watch at your own convenience. All reports are generated and presented by an executive, giving you the expert opinion you deserve. Hi, so now I'm going to go through an example video note and PDF report. Our clients get 2 reports a month. One report comes within the first 10 days of the month. The other report comes on the 3rd week of the month. So this is just an example report that we came up with. So let me go ahead and share this report. So diving right in, to start, on the first page of the report, you're going to get a nice little table of contents. So you know how to jump to any section, which you can see right here. On the table of contents, one really important thing to point out is if you click this link, click Google Drive, it's going to take you to your own dedicated Google Drive. And in Google Drive, you're going to have key bits of information. So for example, Bing ads, brand guidelines, a content calendar, your reports, a Google Ads spreadsheet, a Google Analytics spreadsheet, a site health report. So if I just were to open up Google Ads, for example, you can see on this updated spreadsheet, there's a lot of key information. And some of this stuff is summarized in a report, but this really is really comprehensive. So you can see all of their campaigns, the ad groups, the keywords, the extensions, everything's being tracked and updated. So let me just scoot back over here. I'll give you one more example. Here's Google Analytics. So in Google Analytics, you can see all the pages are being tracked for their bounce rate, for their views, for their conversions. You can see conversions are being tracked by channel, by type. So how many people filled out a form, where are those form conversions coming from, how many people call a telephone number, where the telephone calls coming from, even things like local search. You know, how many people are coming to your Google business? What is your domain authority score? Again, a lot of this is covered in the report, but we want to make sure that your updated spreadsheets stay current every month. That's going to give us a lot of insights. Jumping back over to the report. So we always include strategy every quarter, and we come up with strategy with our clients to ensure that we're staying on track and moving the needle the way that we should. So here's an example strategy. A lot of things could be included, but these are just some things that I put on the report as examples. So develop a review spreadsheet and strategy. Want to make sure you get great reviews. Gain one new local link through blogging, so trying to get those local links back to your site. Optimize the About Us page on the website. Write a Valentine's Day blog. Create an internal graphic, so that could be just like a call to action, you know. Maybe you happen to be a restaurant, maybe it's a special. If you're a mechanic, maybe it's 10% off, an oil change or whatever. Create a PMAX campaign. This is a Google Ads campaign, and then internal linking. So again, these are just example bits of strategy that we would perhaps include in a report. But again, we work with our clients to create the strategy. Website health. So this is really important. Every month we're looking at your website health. Why? Because if your website is unhealthy, it doesn't matter about the other elements of digital marketing. So 96% health score. This is generated from a report from SEMrush that we use. We also have several other softwares we can use to sort of determine your health score. Sitemap last read by Google on April 3rd. So that's looking into Search Console and seeing that your sitemap was in fact read. We want to make sure that that's being read at least once a week. This domain authority score for this specific company is a 23 on Moz. It raised up by 1 point, indicated by this +1. The homepage authority was a 17, stayed the same. On SEMrush, the domain authority was a 17 and dropped a point. So this is just evaluating your domain authority score, which is directly tied into how Google views your site. Also, here's just a little snapshot of Google Google Search Console showing core vitals. So I don't know why this says no core vital issues in Search Console. The snapshot we put in here was saying that there were 17 poor URLs that could be improved from a site page experience, from a page loading experience. Really, slow loading speed can really affect your site. Local search. So what is local search? We always put this third because all we do is local business. Local search is another word for saying Google Maps. That's really what we're talking about here. Now, you could also be, we want you to be listed on Yelp and Yellow Pages and other what they call citations, but really we're looking at Google Maps here since they have about 90% of the searches in America. So right here, we just have a just a little graph here talking about how we were comparing March over the past 2 years. So you can see March 22 to 2024 per views. You can see that for this specific organization, they actually had 6 less views in 2023, but look at how their local search popped off, about 400 more views in 2024 compared to the year prior. So obviously there's reasons for that, but that's just tracking straight out of Google Business, their views, which Google reports to us. That is fantastic. I also put in here a bit about getting a review pulled. So this specific client had a spammy review, so I snapshotted a review. It wasn't a real review, so it got pulled. So I did put a little something about that, that it was actually pulled. Google Analytics. So moving on to Google Analytics. And some of this stuff is actually coming from Search Console, but really what we're trying to evaluate here is how your site's performing from an organic standpoint. How are your pages performing, so on and so forth. So this is a screenshot from, both of these are screenshots from Google Search Console. And this is showing organic growth over the past, for this specific organization, over the past 16 months. That's as far back as you can take it in Search Console. So you can see that purple line on the views is really, really grown. This is also showing Search Console for terms such as Mandeville, Slidell, Covington, New Orleans. So it's talking about their local area, and you can see that it's also grown. So the second graph is showing that the organic growth is taking place and occurring. So this is organic growth overall. This is organic growth from when people pop in these specific cities. Also, I put in here that this specific client should probably go through their suite rates. They want to make sure their rates are accurate because they have seen a lot of visitors coming to their suite rate page. So people are checking out their rates. Want to make sure that those rates are up to date. You'd be surprised how many people don't have their site up to date with accurate information. That's our job to make sure that it is updated. Google Ads. So moving into Google Ads, total spent for this specific organization was $2,122. They had 59 conversions, a cost per conversion of $36, a conversion rate of 11.5%, cost per click at $4.18, absolute top impression rate of 40.5%, and an optimization score of 86%. What does all this mean? Basically, when we go through the updated spreadsheets, it makes more sense. But just explaining a little bit of it, we're always trying to keep conversions. We try to figure out what a cost per conversion should be for your industry, right? It could look different for somebody who's a lawyer versus somebody who might be a plumber, right? So we always want to try to figure out what that cost per conversion is and fit it into what we're doing on Google Ads. Also, I love this stat, absolute impression rate. Google tends to show the first 4 ads. That's going to be your top impression rate. When you're number one, that's your absolute top impression rate. So this specific organization, 40% of the time their ad is number one. That's pretty high. So that's fantastic. So always keeping our finger on the pulse of their Google ads. Also, I put in here that we added 2 new photos. Photos in Google ads are really important. If you check out our photography page on Mile High Content's website, you'll can read more about the importance of getting what's called branded photos. That's photos that are not stock photos. They're actually taken by a professional photographer, which we do for your business. They can be used on your Google ads. They can be used in your content. They can be used in your graphics. They can be used on your Google business. So super important. So this is just showing that we put 2 new photos. And then more information. I didn't include any more information on this report, but sometimes you'll see more information in here that didn't fall into one of the main categories. So we'll add more information. Anyways, I hope that by me going through this report, you have a better idea of how we communicate to our clients, and what I actually mean by a video notes. So this is a video note. It's really helpful for our clients. It saves time on meetings. They can watch these video notes at their own convenience. Of course, our clients can schedule as many calls as they need per month. We're always available. That's part of being a boutique agency, is they can get directly a hold of us. But these video notes and PDF reports seem to really help clarify what is going on with your digital marketing as a whole, and sort of how we see things from our professional standpoint, in collaboration with what you guys are doing. So again, hope this helped. And if you have any questions about how we report, don't hesitate to contact Mile High Content. And we hope to be hearing from you. Thanks.